Dear Dad, my head is filled with such amazing ideas, such vivid visions. It's like here, on this world, my mind is clear. I can't believe it's been a year since the cataclysm. Are you doing alright? I'm doing okay, I guess. I get lonely sometimes. I miss you, Blaze, the rest of my friends. But I know that this is my responsibility, my destiny. And I won't let our people down. I love you, Dad, and I'll see you soon. P.S. Tell Draco I will send him some drawings of the local wildlife soon. He's been asking. Hello, Grumpy Owls, and welcome back to Home, Episode 2. Oh my gosh, things have been getting done. I hope you guys did enjoy the second, I guess the first, kind of story progression that's going to go on with this. So, just kind of the architect, with a letter back from his father, and I've got tons of new characters that I have designed that I'm going to be getting some of you guys to do the voices for. So that's super cool, as soon as some of the people say yes to things. Now, into the build. You guys had the story, now it's time for the build stuff. So this thing is pretty much done. This is our portal entrance. I don't have a whole lot above this, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I may eventually finish it off, but for now it's just kind of one of those builds where it's, the bottom matters and the top is just kind of a thing. As we bring in more of the story, I may actually build something up there that will be of a somewhat significant purpose. But today, I want to show you guys what I've been doing. So, last episode we had this. That was it. Absolutely it. Now, we are starting to move into what will be the village here. So, I have decided, by the way, through all of the different names I've been, given or whatever, I have decided that we are going to do Sanctuary for this one. I know it's kind of cheesy and it's super cliche, but it makes the most sense out of this. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. I think we are going to call this Sanctuary. So our landing point coming through here, this is the Sanctuary. For right now, let's see. I need to show you guys a little bit of what I got. I made a river, a stream, whatever you would like to call it. A couple little custom trees there, little bit of one here, just some larger trees around the outside of this thing too. You can actually kind of, oh no, now I'm in it. Okay, now I'm in it. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of come up here and just see what's back here. Nothing much, just a little bit of a thing here. Biggest issue, man, getting all that sand and stuff all down into here, that was freaking annoying. I also used there's an underground cave system that goes like right underneath this thing, that I kind of used part of it, which is over here, to give us another little section of a stream. And if you noticed, I did put it up a little bit higher than most people would tend to do. I wanted a good elevation for this thing, so I didn't want it to just be right there, oh look, there's water right next to that. I could have done that, and actually, if we're really going to go into the physics of this thing, it doesn't make much sense, which I don't know what's going to happen with the water update, or when I can actually put in the water update anyway, because if you see over there, that's where the water level is. Right there, you can kind of see in my crosshair. So that's where the water level is coming off the sea. So it's kind of flowing this way, but then we have these two little beasties over here, and they are flowing down this way. So the only thing I could think of to kind of make this work is I have a little, like, let's just hop down there. Yeah, so there's this little bit right here that is coming out and then goes over here. Now this starts to all fall into underwater like reservoirs and caves and stuff. Like there's a cave right there. If I come over here, oh my goodness. Okay, if I come over here, there was a little pond that was here, and I have it now going into that cave. So basically we're just assuming that all of the water that's flowing through here is going to go down into an underwater reservoir. Over here, I have built our first house. So this is actually the architect's house. So this will actually be like my home in this place. It's kind of what I wanted to theme the rest of the village off of. So it's going to kind of be like a little bit into that more rustic feel. The front side of it, I really like it. I think it's kind of cute. It's pretty just typical for a like rustic style build, you know, at least with me. I haven't completely detailed it all out. I don't know if I'm even going to, because I could spend, you know, 2 days building this one build. But I don't really have time for that. I have other things to do. It's got a lovely little, like, separate little garden right here. I got its own little custom tree type of deal with all of the vines actually, like, flowing onto the tree, because I'm trying to build in some form of a sense of realism. We've got all this little coarse dirt and leaves on the bottom down here. If you guys notice like pretty much all of these big custom trees, I have coarse dirt and I have leaves on the bottom. I kind of do that in the way that, like, underneath these trees, if you've ever been in a forest with a lot of really big trees that isn't manicured, it tends to not have a lot of grass, like, right underneath the tree. I was actually going to come back in here and do even a little bit of, there it is, a little bit of this type of stuff. So, like, these path markers or whatever make really good, like, little, well, sorry, not the path, those. That's what I need. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this stuff tends to make pretty decent, like, little things if I can mark it. Yeah, there we go. And I need to make another shovel that isn't so absolutely insane, because this thing will eat through everything if I try. If I just let it go, it's a beast. I think this is my, yeah, efficiency 5, which makes it really, really good for gathering sand, but not much else. But I do this because underneath these trees, a lot of times there's not much growing. Like, I grew up in a lot of forests, and yeah, there just wasn't a whole lot of undergrowth if you got into too big of a tree. So I try to mimic that. Also over here, I've tried to get where, like, these leaves would be falling off into the water. So underneath this section right here in the water, on that top level of water, I've gone ahead and I've just put in this lovely little leaf here. Now, I know a lot of people that's probably going to drive them insane, because that's a level of water that you can see into. Now, if I put this all on, oh my gosh, guys, this is going to look terrible. We're going to go ahead, I want to show you guys what this place looks like in vanilla. For those of you wondering, I'm using John Smith Legacy. I do need to update it. There's so many of these things that I've had over the years. I think I still have some for like 1.8 down there. But let's go ahead. Okay, we still have the shaders on, but this is the place in vanilla. So this is, yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to. But I'm not opposed to this place in vanilla. I've been meaning to ask you guys about this. So I wanted to do this series in the John Smith Legacy pack, but I am coming to the understanding that while texture packs are super cool, you guys would not be building in it all the time. You would have to download the texture pack, and then you would actually have to build in it. So what I am going to do is I think I'm going to do this series in default, or at least a variation of default. I will probably do like a default improved type of deal, maybe a 3D thing. But what it'll allow you guys to do is you guys to build in default. Now, first of all, well, second of all, third of all, fifth of all, whatever. This is not a finished bridge. I just needed something to get across, and I was building this little stream here, so it was just something there. That's actually going to be fixed, but that brings me around to. First of all, we'll talk about that in a minute. That brings me around to our first build challenge, and it's about to get dark. So our first build challenge is going to be this beastie right here. So I have this pond. I have where the water's going down over there. I need a bridge. I don't need a huge, crazy bridge, which I want to try to keep a lot of the, I'm going to run over here and go to bed. I want to try to keep a lot of the build challenges to be small. I don't want you guys to have to build anything like this. Even though, you know, you're going to be building it in, like, creative if you want to, I would actually say I prefer you to build it in creative. And that way I can bring my world edit and get all this stuff going over here. Come on, go down. Dang, stupid thing. Only sleep at night. But yeah, so you guys' first build challenge is actually going to be a bridge. Now, with the bridge, I don't really have any, like, any issues with you guys doing, like, attachments to things, for this build specifically. So if you guys, because here, let's get a walk on to what you guys are going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this bridge. I'm going to do this bridge. This is not going to be anything miraculous. This is literally going to, I think, end up being flat with some arches. But, so this is the section that you guys are going to be building. So you're going to be doing a bridge that is going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13, so like 13, 14 long, 15, whatever. If you want to build over here, I will actually extend out this water to fit your thing. But so I needed about at least probably 16 long. So that's from the start of the build to the back end of the build. And I'm going to need that, you know, just ground level. If you guys dig things down, it's going to world edit into my world. It's going to take a lot of work. So ground level. So like when you're building your bridge, you are building the bridge. You're not tending to build that. I guess, well, I guess you would have to build the underside. So let's see, what is it? 1, 2. It's only 2, so 2. So this, yeah, this will be the underside section. So 2 this way, 16 this way. Height, I really don't care. If you guys want to put a small little build onto the side, I guess go for this side over here, so the far side of the bridge, to have a small little thing, maybe a little like guard gate or something like that. Because I am building this build here as an immigration center. This is kind of going to be where people first come in, they get checked out, they take down names because, you know, we are fleeing a world and they want to know who's coming over here. And not for any specific, like, you know, oh, we want to keep anybody out, but just literally for records. That is actually something that is going to be introduced in story in a little while for another character that's going to come around. But yeah, so bridge. I need bridge. 16, 2 going down. So your base level will be on your third. Now, if you want to curve this thing up, that is absolutely fine, but I only need 2 on the bottom, and I can change the bottom of this to fit your needs for that bridge. So if you guys want to do that, I will be accepting those until the end of the week. So I need them in by about probably Sunday. I would say. Sunday, Monday are my days off, so that'll give me some time to get it in here and world edit it in and get all the recording done and everything else and announce, you know, who won the build and what the next build thing will be. So this beastie, by the way, is going to be, yeah, our immigration thing. So you're going to first come in here. This is what you're going to see. This is pretty much what I'm going to have here. Whew. There's some screaming children in my house. You guys are now, I'm recording in the middle of the day. So there's my 2 little girls are home. There's a new baby bird in the house making all sorts of noise. And there's also my babies making all sorts of noise. So that's okay. They're here. This is me and this is my family. You just have to deal. There's a whole lot of dark oak in this. But yeah, this is going to be it. It's going to have some rooms upstairs, some medical units, so things like that. Alright guys, so for now, I'm going to let you guys go. And then remember, bridge right here. So that's what we're going to go ahead, that's what I want to see. And I'm now left-handed because I switched that stupid thing. I hate that. It's so annoying. Alright. So guys, we've moved into default. Go ahead, build it in default. I will stick it in this world. Next time I see you guys, I will hopefully have this this bridge completed, and hopefully have a little bit of a texture pack that is a little bit better than that. So, but oh man, my baby is freaking. All right, guys. So welcome home, and yeah, I'll see you later. All right, bye bye.